Time to play Monster Hunter. Now, it's a mobile game, it's actually good, and it's made by Niantic. Listen, we're almost empty on the copium supply, and Path of Exile 2 is shaving off years of my life. Thankfully, a second open beta for Wilds is coming soon, and as per usual Reddit behavior, the entire sub is filled with business and marketing experts that will tell you that this second open beta, which is running the previous build we've already played, is actually a bad thing. It's so over, sales are going to drop, and Monster Hunter will never recover. I hate this place. And this one too. But let's get back to the topic at hand. Much like Pokemon Go, Monster Hunter Now is based a lot on movement. Like real movement, location, GPS.
Don't worry about the weather, you just go outside and sniff.
You'll benefit from touching grass, or in my case, snow. But don't let that stop you from playing this game. You can still progress and enjoy the game, even if you're one of those stay at home forever until you die of old age types. Monsters refresh every hour. So every hour, hunt 1 to 3 monsters, and then just do something else, or in my case, proceed to get no new monsters for 3 hours. It's a slow burn, with certain avenues to speed up the process, but that comes at a price, like rooting your phone and paying for a certain app. No thank you. In Pokemon Go, you're throwing around Pokeballs. In Monster Hunter Now, you're going to be throwing around your lifeless body. This game will on numerous occasions proceed to f you up. Don't be fooled by the tutorial and entry to this game. We're not dealing with loot pinatas. You fight pretty standard entry-level monsters at the beginning with low stars, and as the star levels increase, they become faster, the roars become louder, and they'll usually get a new move or two, like this special move that force closes your game. This game is hard. If you speed through the campaign and unlock higher star levels, you better hope you don't get hit and have enough DPS, because there's a timer. As the game progresses, it becomes more and more of a determining factor for a successful hunt.
You're going nowhere!
You've only got 75 seconds. If you get unlucky with too many knockdowns or don't take advantages of openings, you're gonna lose. This game's meta is very different from previous Monster Hunter games, so let me formally introduce you to the absolute monster destroyer, the king of early and mid game, Poison. Preferably on these weapons. You build a solid Puke weapon on one of these weapons and it will carry you all the way to 8-star monsters. Poison damage is based on total HP. You have monsters that are weak to poison, neutral, and resistant. The tick damage does more to monsters weak to poison and will do less to resistant monsters. Regardless, having a status that does constant damage helps when you're unable to find the openings for more damage or you're getting thrown around like a ragdoll. Once you reach 8-star monsters, take all those parts you've been storing up, look up builds on the Discord, and start making insane element sets. As a new player, you'll be hitting for low damage, usually double digits. In a maxed out elemental set, you'll be smacking around monsters with thousands of damage. But don't be afraid to try out the other skills. Are you a bubbly dance enjoyer? You're in luck, because it's part of the meta. Dodging is big in this game. If you want to rush the campaign and unlock higher difficulties, you just need a good weapon. Defense is just for idiots who plan on getting hit.
My nuts to your fist!
Perfect dodging leads to powerful hits. Bubbly dance makes this easier to perform. And, of course, no Monster Hunter game is complete without... But the biggest issue with this game is, believe it or not, storage. It's like I'm back in the first Monster Hunter game. You only have so much storage, which will eventually lead into problems as you get into late game. Because Niantic is such a small indie company, they just don't have the capacity of storing large amounts of data on each monster part for every individual player. So they had to limit what you can carry. Is what you could tell yourself to cope. The reality is, the storage issue is intentional. It's there so you can purchase more storage space from the store. The upside to this is, Niantic is absolutely terrible at managing their store. The items they offer for real cash are absolute dog shit.
This is terrible.
The only things worth buying are the season
Absolute
pass
perfection.
or storage space. Everything else in the store is so small and trivial, you never really feel inclined to buy anything. Unless you actually don't leave your home, then instant smelt solution becomes more valuable. Because what's a mobile game without some kind of gacha mechanic? Driftstones are like deco skills. You have to smelt them and hope they hit the skill you want. To smelt them, you need to travel 5 kilometers, but that doesn't mean you can just walk in a circle and easily get there. Now, areas you recently traveled through usually won't record, and driving isn't an option because... So, touch grass or pay up. Let's talk gameplay, and the fact that it's actually good. Each weapon keeps their unique identity and the style of combat they provide. But how? You can only tap the screen or this button. And there's no other bullshit like other action mobile games where there's like an entire keyboard in the bottom right. Thankfully, someone in Capcom cooked.
Goddamn right.
Dodging is done by swiping. The combos come from either tapping or holding or a combination of both. This is Hammer's inputs. A single tap will do a basic attack. Holding the screen will activate the charge system that Hammer is used to. 3 different levels of charge leading to 3 different kind of attacks. Tapping repeatedly goes into the triple pound combo. The Big Bang combo is activated by hitting a charge attack and then tapping afterwards. Each weapon shares a style of play with unique interactions in tapping and holding. If you're the weeb type and wondering if Longsword can perform counters, yes, they can. What this game comes down to is materials. Materials are everything. Check a guide or two before investing in certain weapons or armors because materials are scarce. So scarce that you'll be second guessing the extra carve button after each hunt.
No, don't do it!
You get more materials from breaking parts, so breaking parts is a top priority when farming certain monsters. Doing group hunts will net extra materials, and they'll usually carry you if the monster is out of your league. I don't really know how the multiplayer function works. You can only join group hunts if there's a monster near you that has a dimensional link, but I don't think I've ever played with the same person twice. I believe these dimensional links are connected worldwide. Either that or the old lady next door with 8 cats is running an entire phone farm and secretly helping me grind to endgame. Much like other mobile games, your patience is constantly tested by the advantages the store provides. This game just gives me the urge to want to progress further. I see speedruns of people hunting monsters and see thousands of damage being done, different skills being used. It's exciting. I dominated the early game and speed ran through the campaign, which could have led to my temporary downfall. Star levels 1 through 4 went fine, but the difficulty of 5 stars and 6 stars is where I started to hit the wall. Tigrex alone gave me the reality check that I needed as he proceeded to slap my shit around. You want to play smart when grinding to late game. Breaking hands is ideal for the aggressive ground type, breaking wings for the flying type, or, as always, face is the place. You definitely can't sleep on the higher difficulty monsters, unless it's the Great Jaggers. It's engaging, infuriating, and fun, all wrapped into one. Like I said, it's something to just check on hourly. Do something else, play some other terrible game, and check in when you can. The dailies provide a decent amount of materials and money. Sometimes they'll make you try different weapons, and as of now, there's 12 weapons in the game, so IG users and Hunting Horn Chads will still have to wait for their release. The Monster Hunter Now Discord posts updated information, has tons of guides, and it promotes posting of personal speedruns. They're not the top tier kind of speedruns, they're community speedruns, ranging from all kinds of different star levels and different weapons. So, play this game. Enjoy the Copium content before the eventual release of Monster Hunter Wilds, and maybe after. Thanks to you for watching, thanks to the Patreon, more Monster Hunter content to come, and I'll see you later.